All right. Hello, everyone. We're doing a run of the secret ending today. Now, on the one hand, we just want to do this because, I mean, it's a thing that can be done. But on the other hand, I hypothesize it may actually be faster than the normal ending for any percent. I've made a route, I've done all the changes, and you'll get to see all the different things. I've implemented a couple of new skips as well, I think. At least I hope. So that might affect the time a little bit. So it's not set in stone until I do a few of these and a few more of the normal 90%. But this might be good. So, here we go. It's a little wide, but I have a nice speed coming out of it, so that's okay. So, where to begin? Secret ending instead of normal ending. In this game, there are 44 collectibles, 4 in each of the 11 worlds, and they unlock secret stages. There's like 6 secret stages that you can get to. I presume that not a lot of people know about these. Well, I mean, okay, fine. They probably know about at least a couple of them, if you judge by the Steam achievements. But it's also overwhelmingly unlikely that people have actually gotten enough collectibles to see all 6 of the secret levels, let alone have beaten them. So, this ending is probably not that well known. However, even despite the fact that it is, even despite the fact that it is so hidden and it requires all of the collectibles, which you'd think would be like a lot of extra time, actually, we don't need to get any of the collectibles, and we don't even need to beat all 11 stages to be able to get to the secret ending. This is due to a very funny bug in the hub. You won't be able to see it, unfortunately, until about 45 minutes into the run. Ideally less, but we'll see how fast it goes. But there's a bug in the HUD. I mean in the hub. Sorry, there's no HUD in this game. There's a bug in the hub which lets you enter these secret stages without getting the required collectibles, which means they are viable for an 80% run, because the length of all of those secret stages combined is approximately the same time as Worlds 10 and 11 and the final one. So the strategy is just play up to level 9, play up to World 9, and once you complete that, you'll get all 3 sort of stages of the hub, all 3 like pieces of it, all 3 of the concentric rings. God, I haven't done this in a while. I hope I don't mess this up. Oh, I messed it up a little bit. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, what is that? That's like 10 seconds at most? Oh, this way. It's like 10 seconds at most time loss? Whatever. Not that mad. Ooh. Okay, whatever. Um, where was I going with this? Anyway, I guess you'll see when we get there. Until then, I will just point out anything that's new, just with respect to any percent technology. So I don't know. I guess in order to fill time, let's talk about the usual talking points. Um, Fast Excel, of course, as you probably know if you've seen any of my normal ending runs. You can't call them any percent anymore because it's normal ending. Fast Excel is if you press multiple directional inputs, your ball will accelerate according to all of those presses at once. So if you press forward 3 times in 3 different ways, for example, up on the control stick, W on WASD, and up on the arrow keys, then you will accelerate 3 times as fast, your spin, that is. This has no bearing on your top velocity, but it does let you build up a lot more speed a lot more quickly. Because of traction issues, like just like the material surface having a certain amount of traction, you don't get. Is that early? No, that's fine. So because of traction issues, you don't actually get 3 times power if you press it. If you use 3 input methods, you only get about 2 1/4. But I mean, that's still better than 2. So it's still worth that. So that's what I have my controller set up to do right now. Whenever I'm pressing forward, I'm actually pressing forward 3 times. Okay. Classic gate 1 over here. Causing me trouble.
Oh, we got a streamer.
Oh, we do. Damn it, you threw off my game! You threw off the Emperor's Groove! Hey Justin, how's it going?
Good. I wrote in your chat, but I guess
What did you write?
you're not reading chat.
Hello, Mr. Streamer. No, I have it open, but I'm not looking at it because I'm too busy looking at the game. I'm not a streamer yet. I am merely a speedrunner.
True. You gotta find one of those stream games where there's like 5 seconds of downtime every minute. So you can read that.
Or that I could just play without looking most of the time.
Yeah.
We're having approximately an average run so far, but I don't even think I'm gonna reset unless I do something atrociously bad.
Have you run this category before?
No, but it's.
Was the setup?
What? Yeah, there's a setup
When
here.
When you rolled into that corner?
Yeah, I'm doing it wrong.
I'm probably a couple seconds. I'm usually a couple seconds behind your stream.
Yeah, I'm doing it wrong. Fuck. I just practiced it today too and everything. Let's see if I could just freehand it. There we go. That should be enough. Put me up here. Yes. Okay. Thank God. This is a bit of a train wreck, but I mean, like I said, I'm gonna see what this looks like without resetting, because I mean, I'm kind of out of practice, so this is probably the best I can hope for until I get back on that daily grind.
Are you planning to get back on the grind?
I want to do it, man. There's so much time on the table now. There's the 7 minutes of mistakes on my 227.
Oh, we're getting that 2 hour.
I still don't think that that's feasible yet, but we are like I said, there's 7 minutes off my PB, just of slop, of which I've already spent like one, probably, if not more. Less than one, it looks like by the timer. But so there's 7 minutes of slop to make back. But then also there was the new things I found. Oh my god, I'm beefing it. There was the new things I found, which I think will give me another 6.
Nice.
So there's a lot of time on the table all of a sudden. And plus, this is technically comparing apples to oranges because this is a different category, and I'm still not actually sure if it's faster or slower. I think it's gonna have a higher variance, but possibly faster at the peak performance.
When do the categories branch?
Um, fuck, I fucked it up. Doesn't matter. Um, Technically they're gonna branch after level 5, but they cover approximately the same amount of content. Like in terms of what they cover, they basically only branch after level 9. But it reorders the entire game. Oh yeah, I'm losing time here too because I
Is
jumped
level
up a little
9 the
bit.
last one, or like the last like main one?
It's out of 11. So
Hmm.
so I'm skipping 10 and 11, and in place of those I'm doing 6 secret levels.
Oh, I see.
But the secret levels are tiny. So if I'm lucky, I can get through them fast. Which brings me to my splits. My splits are currently not the actual PB splits. This time is actually faster than my PB. It's just like a bunch of my estimates for each of the segments, but like ordered in the correct route order, and then plus my estimates for the secret levels, which, like I said, they have a pretty high variance. So I could easily fail them. The time to beat is 2:27 something something. That's my actual PB. Like the sum of best is my sum of bests, but anyway, we'll get there when we get there. Oh, yep. Yep. Gonna have to do something about this framiness issue. I've been noticing that that my game just starts getting framey on some of the more intensive levels. And it's probably because of, I'm not just playing with the game, I'm also playing with OBS and Live Split. I mean, that one's probably not very much, but also a browser that's got the Twitch stream open, the like dashboard and whatnot. So I might have to forego one of these. Eventually. Oh, whatever, that's fine. She needs to set up here. I always do. So it's not like this is a time loss. So what are you up to?
Just chilling. I was gonna read more about join algorithms, but then I
Okay.
saw you were streaming, so I thought I would at least come say hi.
Nice. I'll let you know if something comes of it.
Cool.
So
Yeah,
what's like
I'll,
currently happening in join algorithm world? Like what facet are you trying to understand or implement now?
I understand the bound on the size
Okay.
of the output of a join. But I still don't really understand how any algorithms achieve that bound in terms of runtime. Or like I understand like very specific cases, but not because like people have like actual algorithms that are like for any join, this gives you the optimal runtime.
Okay. don't understand yet,
Yep.
or is it just no
I don't
longer on your
understand yet. I
to-do
don't even
list?
understand what how the algorithm like works.
Okay.
So it's like it's one of those gross LaTeX like pseudocode things where like
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
everything's like assigning variables with like a left pointing arrow
Yeah.
and like it uses copious math notation in the code and it's like I'm gonna need to translate this to something I can comprehend.
Yeah.
Um, so
There's like no accepted standard for how to do that stuff. So it's just
yeah, I
like,
know. I don't blame them because like I've never seen like a chunk of non-trivial code that I could just like understand without through a bunch of effort to like rewrite it and stuff. But
yeah.
um, yeah,
It's probably one of those things that is just like fundamentally incurable from the perspective of like papers.
yeah. I think that's true.
Oh my god,
I think
I've
it's
been
just like
failing everything today.
I think it's just not a good. Well, I don't know. I feel like there's definitely like better mediums. Like lectures are better, I think, than paper for describing algorithms.
Okay.
Um, a video, I think videos are a lot better than like writing. Um, code that you can like actually modify is good.
Yeah.
Um,
Like some kind of like sandbox or whatever, like a web page.
yeah, yeah, but
But I mean, you can't
yeah,
submit a web page to a journal because it's
yeah,
normally
exactly,
still gonna
exactly, exactly.
print.
Or like, yeah, you can't submit like video of me giving a lecture on this topic to a journal. Something. But all this stuff is too new to have like, you know,
Yeah.
because all these algorithms were developed in the last like 5 years or so. So there's like, you're not
No,
like
nobody's
spoiled for
been doing
choice as
anything
far as.
except the people that like came up with them.
Yeah, exactly. So you have like, one choice as far as explanation goes. Can't really shop around. So.
So is this known to be like a tight bound in like all cases, or
I don't know. It's a good question. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't
because if
know.
it's just like you can always guarantee your algorithm finds how to do it, that might not even be that bad. But like proving that it's the
Yeah,
fastest you can do it
suspect it's
overall.
not that bad, but I don't know. The history is a little weird or like a little confused to me because well, I knew one algorithm that did this, and these people claim that that algorithm is like a special case of their algorithm.
Okay. But it doesn't look like
But I
it,
didn't know
or
like why that was. Hmm?
but it doesn't look like it, or
I don't see the connection yet, but um, that one's kind of funny because some people published like this thing about how like there's this like there's this class of join problems for which like existing algorithms are bad,
uh-huh.
and here's like here's our bound or whatever, and we think you could come up with algorithms that like are always optimal for them. And then this person like working at this company with this database product was like, wait, we have a pretty cool join algorithm, and they like went and like analyzed it. It was like, oh yeah, this actually satisfies these conditions that
Wow. So they
they
like
outlined.
already had it and didn't realize.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That's pretty good.
yeah. And so they published it, and I think I think that one is actually like patented, so you can't actually use it.
What the
But
fuck? Uh-oh.
yeah, yeah,
That's
something like
bad.
that. I don't know. I don't really know the setting, but someone I was talking to about it was like, yeah. I guess we have to all go find another pull-based worst-case optimal join algorithm to use because we can't use that one anymore
That's fucked
or
up.
something. Yeah. 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 So I'm probably gonna go try and figure out that algorithm,
Good
and
luck,
then
dude.
we'll see. Okay. Cool. I'll probably pop in and see how your run is going in a while.
Nice. The estimate is like 2.5 hours, so.
Okay. Cool.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, that's right. Do I have an explanation for that behavior? I do, actually. That's the, okay, I don't have an explanation for that. That's just me trying to be clever and failing. So why did I fall through the platform there? That's a very good question. So there was a patch to the game, some time ago now. I actually don't know when. But basically it messed with the platform somehow in a way that I don't really comprehend, but sometimes you can land on them and they no longer expire. Or at least visually. Maybe they physically do on some level, but sometimes they just don't expire. Normally this was only possible with the, there's like a cheat code in the game. It's one of the only cheat codes. There's just like, I guess is an accessibility thing that the dev put in for some people that asked on like Steam. It was the Control-Alt-P, and this would make platforms not invisible. And like they would just always be permanently visible. And also, they would... God, one second. And also they would never expire. Are you kidding? Are you joking? And they would never expire. And so for the speedrun, of course, that is just, you know, we don't allow that. Doesn't really matter whether we do or don't, but I feel like as the smallest of skillful dimensions to the whole debate. Okay, we're going for a new skip here. I'm gonna stop babbling and try to remember how this works. No, we don't go up here. What am I doing? I'm insane. I'm actually crazy. Oh, no, I didn't hit it right. I haven't even timed how much this saves, but I guess we're not really going to find out until I do this and then retime it later. Kind of like that? Yeah. So that's step one. And we're not done yet, unfortunately, so there's also a step two, which is you get up here, and you try to bounce off of that. Try to bounce off of this little lip here in the ground. Nope. This worked okay in practice. I don't know what's going on with me. There we go. There we go. And then this has the funny side effect of you don't actually lose Fireball. So you just stay Fireball for the rest of the stage. Which is not that much of the stage left, but, you know. It is what it is. How behind am I? Ooh, very. So if you ask me, I think that skip saves at least 30 seconds. That's my estimate in my head. It saves at least 30 seconds to do that. And then it probably saves even more over the version where you take the platforms. Which, I mean, even that took me devastatingly long to get rid of, because I just didn't realize. I like didn't apply my brain to that part. I just kind of saw the platforms and went, well, that's it. There's no other way to do it. Okay, so funny thing about Fireball is you have to slow down here. You can't just rely on the walls to catch you. You will just fly right off if if you're not medical. Very silly. Okay. Let's hope I don't bungle this. Oh, that's a bungle already. Okay, yep, no, this is slower now. No, it's not slower, really? Really? That was awful. How's that not slower? That was really a gold? You kidding? What am I doing wrong here? Did I swap these splits for some reason? Like, really? How bad was it in my any percent? Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, it's only like... Yeah, that's not even that much. Alright. Now we go to OPEC. Do I have optimizations here? I think I don't. I think this one's still the same as any percent. I mean, as my PB. Yeah, I'm just forever going to be calling the normal ending category any percent in my brain. What did I figure out here, though? I swear that there was, like, something I, like, figured out since last time. Oh, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good, that's not good! Oh no, I did figure something out. I did figure something out. Oh, you'll love it when you see it. It's very good. I'm not very good, though. I'm very bad. There's going to be plenty of time to save on this one, unfortunately, because this is one of those levels where my performance was dictated by my worst mistake. I may even gold, because I don't think I've actually had a good one show up in a run. It's this fucking plateau jump right here that we're doing at the end of the level. But anyway, before we get to that, there is a new development. Oh, that's not it. That's not the new development. That's a miscalculation. It's also not a new development, that's been known for a while. I've just usually had a bad angle for it, so I never went for it. But that's a thing you can do. Okay, so the goal of the section is still to grab green ball, as it always was. Although, note to self, check the checkpoint properties here, because maybe one of the checkpoints I can now get to actually respawns you as green ball. Note to self. I'll know what I'm talking about when I review this run. Okay, here's one thing I figured out, and that is not actually a trick thing. I figured out why this thing acts weird with left C's and right C's. And the explanation is that it never actually flipped your gravity. So I've talked about how... Oh my god, you're kidding, right? So I've talked about how when you're upside down, the game flips the gravity on you. Sorry, not the gravity, the of course the gravity is flipped on you when you're upside down. I mean, it flips the control scheme on you such that when you press forward, you still roll like the upside down version of forward, right? Because if you think about it, if you're upside down and you like roll normally, that should send you backwards, right? So when you're upside down, they reverse the controls. And now, initially, my hypothesis as to why those moon thingies, the ones where you have to go around them like that, I'd say thingies plural because there's two more later in the game. You can't have just one. But so I used to think it was something to do with the upside-downiness of them, but then I thought about the physics of it more, and actually, no, they don't do anything. Your roll is still a roll, and that means you can hold forward to roll up it, even when you're kind of like upside-downy looking. And so the reason left and right work bad is because those ones you are actually now perceiving the upside-down effect. Jumping too early. So the secret here is it's this thing that I like intuitively knew, like I had internalized it, but I like forgot to consciously like think about it. Whenever you whenever you jump, if you're jumping like off of the lip of something, like off of a ramp, there's some kind of extra force applied to your jump. Oh my god, you're kidding me. No, 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 let me go. Fuck. It's a big thing. Don't worry about it. It's just personal hate between me and those moons. Okay, that was not enough. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, when you jump from a kind of like a lip in the ground, you gain some extra speed for whatever reason. Extra speed and height. I guess it's to sort of like make jumps more possible, I suppose. Whenever you're like just barely going off of an edge, sort of give you that extra little bit of boost. Like a kind of sort of scripting, but in the mechanics of the game as opposed to like attached to every single intended jump. But anyway, so this mechanic of redirecting your jump momentum, I guess, off of the lip or whatever, if you have a lip that you can jump off of, you can get some extraordinary height just by making sure to time your jump at the right moment. Basically, a lot of the times that you get some height you weren't expecting, or that like you probably weren't supposed to, it is that thing's fault. So going out here is for the purposes of a checkpoint. And then we go do this, which again, our setup is a non-fast excel setup, because I haven't found a reliable one. This one isn't even that reliable, actually. I have to like let go of the thing sometimes, and even then that'll happen. So you kind of gotta like, nope, that's not even close. That is in the wrong ballpark. Not even in the right ballpark. Okay. Okay, that was not what I wanted, but it did the trick. And again, I know you are incredulous right now. How could you possibly still have the chance to save time if you've been playing so awfully? Oh, just wait. This is the mother of all run killers if I was any good at this game. Okay, I get it. That's not the direction I usually go in. Buddy, what you doing? Usually I fail wide right, not wide left. That's bonkers. Am I hypercorrecting? There we go. No? It's not strong enough? Really? What do you want, babe? Nope, no, I'm missing it. This is the corner. Okay, that's something. That's something. That right there is something. So I did that a lot faster, actually, than I did before, so we are competitive currently. We straight up might have made up all of our time. Like, I really beefed it. No, dude, please. Don't make me react on the fly. I think you can tell how I'm feeling about endurance from the fact that I'm already getting exasperated. minor optimization here is if you hold right, then the bounce is going to slightly kick you off that way. And if it wasn't too severe, then you shouldn't orbit, and you should just glance off of this fellow. Yeah, like that. Just a minor thing. Literally seconds. Like 2 of them. Okay, so we didn't make up all of our time. But we made up a fair chunk, and we golded the split. So, that is something. That is quite something. Alright, so because the route change is going to happen soon, I'm going to sort of preempt it by talking about what's about to happen during this level. It should not affect my ability to play it any more than talking does, but you know. So, like I said, we're going to go do the secret levels, and where they are located is on the other side of the hub. Specifically, they are sort of like arranged in a kind of triangle, and that triangle's center is across from like World 1 in its spot in the hub. So, the levels sort of reach to the left, you know, kind of clockwise around the hub from World 1, and then come back and stuff. So, it's actually shorter to go do one of them from here than it is to go do it from just World 9 / the hub spawn point. And now you might think, but hey, but then you're further away from World 6. Aha, no I'm not actually. And the reason is because Worlds 6, 7, and 8 can be done in any order, so specifically what you could do is you can go do them in the reverse order. So we're going this way right now. You don't want to hit that thing, it slows you down. And now check this out. This is the first time this is going to be featured in a run. So you stand right here, you can enter. Even despite not having really done it, you know? And so this is Trinoid G. This is probably the first time this is on any kind of film. Or at least the first time that a lot of people are going to be seeing this, I think. So yeah, it's a game of like Brick Breaker. And what's funny about it is that you can fast excel the paddle, which is a minor advantage. Because one, you got the maneuverability, and two, you can also just kind of slam the ball sometimes. Let me see if I can do a... yeah. And then it acquires like this weird backspin. It's nutty. So I'm under no pretenses that I'm good at this game. literally the only reason I'm playing this is because it's in Venineth and not because this is actually a kind of game that I've ever invested any thought in. Nope. Trying not to respawn it just because I have such a fast ball speed. But if it keeps being complainy like that, then I just might have to. That's the first half down. Now for the second half. So if anybody out there like knows how to be good at Arkanoid, essentially, I'd love to hear it because I have never put any kind of thought into this game. It's always just been put the paddle near the ball, and hopefully it works out. Ooh, yeah, that's a reset moment. One of the nice things about this game is you can just reset by leaving. One of the not nice things is that the initial ball angle is random. Like the angle at which you launch the ball is random. So you kind of have to work with what you've got. Alright, and we're ahead, suddenly. And this is the sort of hub spawn point that I've been talking a lot about. It's right in front of World 1, so it's very close to Worlds 8 and 9. Um, and in particular, this is going to mean that after we finish this, we're going to go do... After we finish this, we're going to go do World 8, and then 7, and then 6, and then go around again. To do another secret level. Yep. See? Random angle. Oh my god, no. Stop bouncing. This one's just the one where you watch it happen. Or it bounces out and you have to go do it again. So this one's just truly the slot machine of angles. Again, if anybody has any deep Arkanoid knowledges, any block breaker wisdoms, I would love to hear how you could make this even faster or more reliable. Because as it stands now, you just kind of hope you get lucky. Which, I mean, you know, it's a favorite thing of speedrunners. It is a noted thing that speedrunners very much like when they are not in control of the thing they are running. Can I get a... Nope. I'm not gonna get one. Ah! Okay, actually I lied. I'm a god. I'm a genius. So anyway, this is the other secret ingredient to the reroute. You don't have to do levels 6, 7, and 8 in order. In particular, I'm going to do them in reverse order. Unrelated to that, there's one of the new things I implemented for this level. I'm pretty sure it's faster. If you do it right. Okay, let's try that again. Pretty sure this is faster, if you get it right the first try. Come on, one more. Excellent. Beautiful. And now instead of having to do the entire puzzle and roll forward and back and stuff and bloody bloody blah, you can just kind of roll to the end here, cut a corner, climbing over. It's excellent. It's so good. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay. So this is another thing that I invented that isn't a slop. This is just a skip. This one right here, the jump over, that is a thing that I knew from earlier. However, the speed up is going to be partially that, and partially just, you know, executing without slop. So this is a mixed savings. But we are now boatloads of time ahead. And I get to spend it all on this world. Well, actually, no. I'm not even going to spend it all on this world. And the reason is because this has one of the new skips. I saved about 6 minutes in this world with skips. So hopefully that is going to be a severe chunk of time. And yeah, most of this is going to be implementable in normal ending any percent as well. Most of this is going to be something you can still implement in normal any percent. So that's a tube skip. It is not named after me, that is named after the noun tube. I assure you that there is no nepotism at play here, even though I'm literally the only runner of this game. And I could very well name every single skip after myself, if I so desired. Okay, that's disingenuous. I'm not the only runner. I'm the only active runner. That I know of. China might have some, but my contact has not been telling me anything. They've been silent on the matter. Please. Thank you. Oh no, dude. This is my least favorite thing. When this happens, please? Can I leave? I want to get off of Mr. Bones' wild ride. Holy moly. Of all the time losses, you had to pick the dumbest looking one, didn't you? Okay. So that, provided I did it correctly, would have been like 2.5 minutes of time save, something like that, something some kind of medium substantiality. And then this is where we save another 3.5. We're just not going to play this part of the level like we're supposed to. We're going to go over here instead. And we're going to stand in this corner. And then we're going to aim roughly in this direction. And we're going to bounce off and miserably fail. Okay, let's try a slightly different direction. Yeah, that's the thing, you don't get any traction. That's okay. At this point, we're not too greedy. Okay, I'm gonna slow down. And I'm not gonna fall off because I willed it to be so. Thank you. That's what I want. Okay, now this part's a little bit dark, so you're not gonna be able to tell 100% what I'm doing, but I can't tell either what I'm doing. I just kind of jump and it works out for me. This part, you have to approach this way, or else you will softlock, because you will bounce in and be attracted to the situation, and it will be a bad time, because you'll be stuck on the outside with no way of getting in. Yeah, the reason why that looked weird is because it is weird. The geometry here is not intended for climbing. You're supposed to go around. So if you're asking why does that look weird, it's because it is weird. That was a little bit slow, but that's okay. And it's also okay if I fall off. All of this is just okay. Game is getting very framey, so I am worried about, you know, the inevitable. But I tried figuring out some strategies for mitigating that in-game. If I do get framey on the one spot, you'll know it when you see it. So I might be able to do something about it this time. But realistically, I'm just gonna have to either get a better computer or just like stop streaming it, for example, or something. I really don't know what I'm gonna do here for that. If it keeps being a factor, then I'm just gonna have to do something about it. This is the part that I've been alluding to. See how I'm kind of bouncing? Oh, please, 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 thank you. Oh my god. Okay, so that was relatively painless. And I'm very grateful for that. That was not intended, but whatever. And it's gonna be slow to go up the mountain now, so whatever. We'll just go this way. So, because of that skip that we did earlier in the level, we no longer have to enter that one. But now that means that we have to use our overworld to navigate to that one, the one that you would normally enter. So the one behind us, as you saw, it was at a blue orb, which means it was finished despite having a help drone, which means that we've never actually physically been there. yeah, check out those frames. Check out those frames, though. Ooh, yeah. Oh, that's too far. Oh. That's too far left. I lied. Stop rolling though, please. Thank you. This one we don't want to do with fast excel because it never works out good. You just want to run at it like normal. And the more I play this game, the more I like don't use fast excel, if that makes sense. Like I'm trying to avoid fast excel a lot of the time instead of use it. Because it really do just make everything harder. That's the smoothest I've ever done that. That's the smoothest I've ever done that. And this means we have one more to go. It's not my preferred bounce pattern. But it's something. Feels so weird to be doing this stage early. Normally I'm like doing this stage close to, I guess it's more the midway point of the run than the end of the run. It's like 3/4 in usually, and I'm usually absolutely wiped by then. Okay. Yeah, sure, yeah. 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 Okay. Yeah. Any more for me? Any more good news? Okay. So I'm finally paying attention for this level. Because I'm doing it so much earlier in the game. And so hopefully I'm going to be able to show off some of the routing that's possible in it. wrong track. And that was not the perfect version, but it was close enough. Oh yeah. See, that went nice. That went real nice. That's what that room is supposed to look like when you've got a head on your shoulders and it isn't, like, absolutely wiped. Oh no, I want to spin this way in case I... Okay. I didn't miss. I was gonna say in case I missed, but I didn't miss. I also decided to tone that down, because it's more likely to finish with a convenient end if you tone it down. So that's time save. That's what we in the business call time saved. Whew! Now that's a number. That's a number to look at. Holy. I'm very happy. This is why I was saying I needed to do this run. Even if I was gonna fail the start in every level. Because this is where the time save is. So now I just have to not lose it. These 6 minutes from skip, plus 4 minutes of not getting framed to death. Or, like, I think I also messed up a route bit, so it wasn't just 4 minutes of getting framed. It was more like 2 or 3 there, but then I also, like, bungled a route in one spot, or even 2 spots. I think my PB was very angry. I think that was an angry PB. Whereas this one is, everybody say it with me, cashing in the time save. Just cash it in, baby. It's free. You already have it. It's in your hand. Just take it to the bank. Cash it in. It's yours. No mistakes. Probably not a gold. It's a gold! So I'm still numbering these 1, 2, 3, 4, even though I'm doing them in the wrong order. So it's now the 3, 4, 2, 1 order. And one, that's for consistency with the normal route, but then two, this is actually the internal numbering of the levels. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, they start with like 0. There's 0 indexed if I recall correctly, but... Oh! Wow. I haven't failed it like that in a while. That's okay, that's an early fail, so it doesn't cost as much time as a late fail. Because there are no checkpoints on this train until it is quite a ways ahead. And I honestly don't have an explanation as to why that is. I think it's supposed to be the hardest one, but it is not sparse with checkpoints later, so I don't really know. Probably not a gold. Yeah, I'm even losing. So no, I'm okay. It's not even a time loss. It's just not a. It's just not a gold because I didn't beat my best. So the little thingy started showing up. Or no, it's not that I didn't beat the. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Okay, Gauntlet 1. Yeah, okay. I'm still not going to do the meme jump here because it's not consistent yet. Basically, it would skip these two platforms and this and this, and ideally come back somewhere around here. Oh no, why did I do my... Oh, why did I do my camera bad? Not a gold. Damn. I think I'm still saving time because I think I bungled it in my PB. It's not a gold. It ain't a gold. It's a gold? You serious? You kidding me? Okay. Did I just always fail it in runs? Really? Okay. Ah. Oh, that feels good. That feels good to get done right. You know what I mean? Just to have the gauntlet go that smoothly, it feels so good. It feels so good. Okay. Hecto has some skips now. Hecto has some skips now. Again, only some. Only like a little bit of skipping. But I am no longer allowed to say it is without skips. All Venineth levels bend and break before my indomitable will to speedrun them. Except when I do that. That's when they insult me. Keep forgetting how far it is before I need to make this jump. I wish I didn't. It would be useful information. To know when I can... Oh, come on, please! No. Useful information for go fast purposes. I don't have a setup for this. I need one. I need like a set strategy. Especially from the respawn. Why do I never prototype one of them? Do I just always give up? I think that's the case. I think I like start and I give up. Oh, come on. Yeah, okay, fine. Whatever. Whatever, man! Let me go. I don't know why that wall is there. I think it's just to freak you out, because you can go on either side of it. I really think it's there just to mess with your head. There's no other explanation that I can think of. So quite tragically, I've not thought of a way to skip becoming the green ball, nor do I want to. For the simple reason that it would seem that it is necessary for the remainder of the level. That was early. Why did I jump like that? Why did I scare myself like that? Okay, so now this jump, if I fail, has a backup. Of course I don't fail it. So you don't get to see the backup on live television. That's okay. I will eventually end up showcasing it, and even if I don't, it shall exist in the speedrunning guide. This is my perennial plug for that. Go read my guide. Go, just learn to speedrun this game if you don't already know how. If you do already know how, why aren't you running? Come run against me. Okay, here's the skip. I'll try it once, just to get the idea out there on camera. Yeah, so you have to not hit too far left. Yeah, I'm gonna try it again. You want to get not too far left. And Fast Excel takes you all the way. Yeah, see? Good thing I tried it a second time because I actually got to show it off. So I'm sure you can, you know, you can kind of see how much time that saves. Which is not a lot, but enough to be relevant. Yo! Yo! Thank you. Okay. Okay, that was relatively painless. I'm happy. And then this is never painless, so I've stopped asking. Anyway, in case I wasn't clear when we were back in World 4, because I feel like I wasn't. I feel like my brain was in 3 different spots. But, so when you're upside down here, the game reverses your controls such that forward still rolls you in, like, you know, up on the control stick, for example, still rolls you in the forward direction. And then this thing doesn't, because up on the forward direction rolls you up the hill here, right? Which is what it should. So actually, the reason that left and right are so funky is because they're unchanged. You're actually experiencing what it means to be left and right when you're upside down. Because you're also experiencing what it means to be forward when you're upside down. It takes you literally backward with respect to the perspective of the camera. Right? So, It's the more obvious explanation in my head, but I don't know. Somehow I just kind of crossed the wires and I got it wrong in my mental model. You're not gonna let me go off of that? There we go. So, yeah, that's the thing about these guys. They're not actually spheres, right? They're not actually spheres. They are collections of polygons. And in particular, you can't roll along it nicely. You have to bounce along the vertices and edges, right? You can roll on the faces, but you cannot roll on the edges. They bounce you. Oh, that's a miss. That's a miss, isn't it? Yeah, that's a miss. Oh, man. Whatever. Not that big of a time lost because I was able to climb smart instead of climbing hard. Okay. Okay. See, I've stopped actually trying to go for that left. I mean, the slight edging over to the right thing, because I'm pretty sure I just hit the checkpoint regardless if I just slam it all forward, and I don't risk losing any speed or performing the angle correction incorrectly. You know, making it an angle incorrection. You know. That was bad. I'm sorry. And I'd hate to go to like GDQ or something, because I mean, not only does nobody care about this game, and I'm bad at commentary, but I also think I'm funny. You know? I know I'm not funny, but I still think I'm funny. A very sordid state of affairs for everybody watching. Alright, we're almost done Hecto. There's one more. And if I can manage to do this one without any major, malfunctions, I'm actually going to be very happy, because normally there are major malfunctions. Oh, why didn't I fast excel there? That loses so much time. That's okay. I'm allowed one clown moment before I get mad. Just one little hee hee hoo hoo ha ha. Okay, yeah, now I'm mad. Dude, what am I doing? No, 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 no. Yeah, okay, that was a bad idea. I don't know why I thought that was gonna work. Oh, does that make it over? It made it over! Why did I reset? I thought it was gonna not make it over. Actually, that saves me some traversal. That's me just being bad. So you can't just slam it on with fast excel, because you will overshoot if you just slam it on. Oh yeah, and here I'm not supposed to hit the pad, I'm supposed to just go. But yeah, if you just go full throttle with fast excel, you will way overshoot. Those bounce pads, I mean. Yeah, that's a new one for me. Me and this game are not friends. Me and this game are not friends. God, I might as fucking well approach from this side, huh? I'm still ahead. Like, I'm still gaining time on the split, I'm pretty sure. But whoo boy, am I mad about it. Whoo boy, is my fizzle just sizzled off of that one. You know what I just realized? There's no marble sounds. I'm gonna overshoot. I missed that one. I'm gonna have to do a third jump. Losing time on on warm trampoline. Cannot believe it. Cannot believe it. I had such a good streak going. Anyway, I think I also had some time loss on World 6 itself. I think I had some time loss on World 6 itself. Hello? My controller died! No, dude! No, dude! This is the saddest thing that has ever happened to me. Please connect. You're joking, dude. Are you joking? Oh my god! What an absolute buffoon moment from me. My controller died? You're kidding! Oh, what's the damage? Like 10 seconds, but I was also like on really good pace in this one. Like this was gonna be another time save split, and now it's a time loss split. Man, never lucky, dude. My controller died. You have got to be kidding. Yeah, sure. I mean, I deserve it at this point. You're really doing this to me, huh? You're really going there, huh? Yeah, it fucking figures, dude. So normally I'm in like an upbeat mood and I'm like, hey, guess what? There's this really cool trick here. It's called the Fireball Swindle. To do it, you perform some black magic that I can't explain, nor can the devs. And that's a nice fun bit. I don't have the spirit anymore. This is what happens when you trade the positions of these levels. Now 2 land is where Ion used to be, and so where usually I'd burn out around Ion, now I'm burning out here instead. At least I'm still performing good. Good enough. Okay, are we gonna get framey here? Well, game? No? Really? You sure? You sure? Maybe a little bit? Yeah, I don't get that. I don't get why you can counter turn, you can counter spin, and to have it do absolutely fucking nothing. I don't have an explanation for that. Physics just don't work the way they used to. So I guess I should be given my usual update on how I'm doing with the levels. I've been prototyping a new route in this one. Just using my like skip for the main section. As far as it could go. But that's still not ready yet because it actually requires some surprisingly tight platforming. And not failing even once, or else it's like useless. And turns into a time loss. So that's on the table. It's about in the same location as the that one jumping in it that I've not been using because it's just too inconsistent. Except it's like a routing level change, which is a weird state of affairs, you have to admit. And then I was talking to Micro, the other runner, and he was actually working on a some out of bounds tech. Didn't end up going anywhere, unfortunately. You just completely blocked off, and we can't get the jump to work out. But that might actually skip like all of this level. Okay, not all. You still have to play one of the sections, unfortunately. But I mean, that would still be like a huge, ginormous time save. That would be like do a run the day of, and even with all of the time losses that you have, you'll still world record level time save. This is a non-standard route for this section. I've just been chatting, and I lost track of myself. So I was slightly suboptimal, but at least I didn't die. But yeah, anyway, so if that out of bounds, if we can turn that into something reliable, that's that would save boatloads of time. You're kidding? Oh, this game, dude. Sometimes. hope that's enough for the checkpoint, because if it's not, I'm actually gonna cry, dude. Is that enough spectacle for you? You freak of a game? Is that enough blood for your accursed heart? Holy shit, dude! You're kidding! Oh my god. Literally just do that over. How does this happen? You know what I mean? Like, how does this occur? Like, what circumstances in nature give rise to this? You know what I'm saying? It is so alien to me. That not enough for you? Yeah? Yeah? You like that? There's no point in staying up there. There's invisible walls. Don't. It's not like a discovery. There's a system of invisible walls that block off all of these three sections from each other. You're kidding, was it? There's a system of invisible walls that block off all of the sections from each other. And the functional result is, and by these three, I mean this one, the big one, like, you know, this section, this is toilet, and then the big one, big, and the end of the level, like the elevator that takes you to the top and to the goal, right? This elevator, all three of these are sort of walled off from each other with invisible walls that make it such that even if you can get on top, you can't actually, like, traverse that. Well, that was a great one, actually. I cannot believe I first tried Big Skip. But knowing my luck, I'm just gonna do something silly like fall off into a checkpoint.
How goes the run?
It's good and it's bad. I mean, I got the time saves that I was intending to, but I've also gotten a bunch of time losses on things I really was not intending to. Or, like, not anticipating. So, we're 15 minutes ahead, but I don't feel good about it. Which is the, you know...
Wait, that's a lot, though, right?
Yeah, that's an insane amount.
Weren't you only expecting, like, 7 minutes of free time saves?
I was expecting 7 minutes of slop and 6 minutes of skip.
Okay, so we're solidly.
Yeah,
ahead
the
of
extra
curve
2
here.
minutes come from the secret levels, I think.
Hmm. Oh, right, because your splits are for the other route.
Yeah, my splits are for the other route, and then I added in estimates for the secret levels. But again, they're high variance, so
Right.
I made that more intense than it had to be. You got too close to the top, and if you fall down, you have to restart Big Skip. But luckily, I'm still in the realm of I technically first tried it, so. So right now we just have to navigate back to the start of this section. We can do it along the top and skip having to need that elevator over there, which saves a little bit of time if you can navigate it right, but it's not compulsory. And now we're here. Now we're on the elevator and we're riding it up. But make sure not to jump on it too early, or else suffer the humiliating defeat of it not activating because you jumped on it too early before it was ready. And with that, we clear this level with a time loss overall, because I kind of bungled a couple things, but still pretty big. Wait, we don't go that way, we go this way now. Right. So now we're doing a secret level, and this is probably the first time you're seeing one of these, Justin.
I'm not in stream open.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't look, because it's a secret. Especially if you plan on playing the game yourself, this is like content that you need to be, like, needs to be a reward.
See a Triforce.
And now you're looking. Told you not to look. Yeah, it's like a brick breaker
What the
type.
heck? That's breakout.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, everybody calls it something different. I think I've always known it as like Arkanoid or whatever, or brick breaker. But yeah,
Is the big reveal that this game takes place in the Zelda universe?
no. Uh, there's no big reveal. It's just that like there's this triangle game that you get to play. Oh, okay, that was actually kind of swag.
And after you beat it, Tingle comes out from around the corner.
Congratulating you.
Yeah.
No, it's just triangle themed. Like, cause most of this game was like cubes and spheres, and so then this one is like,
That's funny.
yeah, and so then this is like the other third hidden secret shape that they can come up with.
But that's it. These are the only shapes.
Yeah. Actually, why do I start with this one? I should start with
Yeah,
the harder ones to get into.
close.
I should start with these harder ones to get into, and not the left one. The left one's really easy to get in. Whatever. Okay, that's good. No. Yes. No. Not what I wanted. Yes, that's what I wanted. And now, because you're going to take forever to get out... No. No. No! Whatever. Doesn't matter. Really? You're not gonna give me that one?
Alright, well good luck with the rest of the run.
Thank you. Yeah, so
Talk to you
we're
later.
losing time on this secret level because of the variance. This is what I signed up for. Anyway, bye-bye.
Peace.
So yeah, this is the route that we're seeing. This is sort of like the effects of the reroute. You're like almost always in this convenient position to do the next thing. And I mean, it should have already been clear by now based on the stuff that has been shown, but as you may imagine, what is left is just to finish this level, and then you don't actually have to do levels 10 and 11. Because after level 9, you unlock the third stage of the hub, which is where the last 3 secret levels live. And then you just navigate to them, play them, beat them, hopefully fast, and then you win. Well, okay, fine. You also have the little ending mini level, just like you have for the normal ending. You're joking? You're kidding? You're making the fun? You're actually pulling my leg, dude. Anyway, on the one hand, it's good because you don't actually have to interface with the game as much. You only have to interface with the fucking the secret levels. So on the one hand, it's good, but on the other hand, if I could pick which levels I didn't have to interface with, I'm not sure that the last 2 would be my choice. I think that I would have a different choice if I had a choice. You know what I mean? Like, I think I would take out Hecto, probably, because I actually really like, oh, is that enough? That was not enough. I mean, I need to comprehensively look at my splits, but, I mean, Tulane and Ion are kind of fucking huge. Hecto is also huge. The last 2 levels, they're only really like 10 minutes each. Whew. Did you catch that? So what happened there was I spun it, and the point was not just me landing, but I wanted a little bit of that momentum. That's actually an MLG Pro strat time save there that I don't expect anybody to understand. Ooh, I hate this part. If it doesn't go through enough, you have to, like, goad it. It's probably enough. That was more hectic than it had to be, but I came out in one piece, which is fast. Are you joking? That's the worst possible outcome. I don't have the energy to be mad, but if I did, I would be furious. You know what I mean? Like, have to take it slow if you fall over to that second one, because if you just jump blindly forward, you'll actually hit the sun. I think that was visible from the shadows, but I just wanted to, in case it was not apparent, I wanted to say that that was a backup that I could easily have bungled. No, 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 that's too much. Right, I forgot. I'm sorry, moment of weakness. Despite my superhuman feats of gaming, I am indeed only human. Are you joking? I deserve that. I deserve every moment of that. Yo! I cannot believe this, of all places, is what gets my freaking goat. Like, I mean, out of all the understandable places to lose time, you know? Like, something precise, something where there's at least, like, geometry that's unpredictable. Right? Of all the fucking places. This game finds ways to make you get stuck on the lame ones and then feel bad. Because you're like, oh, I shouldn't be getting stuck on this. Luckily, I'm not being too framey anymore. Usually this would also be a framey spot. Or I guess more precisely, it has framed me at least once. But so far everything has gone not too shabbily. good as I could make it. Is that a time save? That's a time save somehow. I think the answer is left. Technically I'm doing these in the wrong order, but just given the position of 9 relative to what was the spawn point, this is optimal. So one mechanic that I don't think I've explained yet is, since you can hit the ball with speed, you can impart backspin onto it. Now normally, you are applying so little backspin. Oh, come on. Really? Okay. Normally you are applying so little backspin that even if you somehow manage to hit it from the side, you will impart a barely noticeable amount. But with Fast Excel, you can move your paddle a lot faster than it was meant to. 2 to 3 times. Well, okay, actually, that's not totally a lie. It's only a little bit of a lie. How do I explain this? So the control stick does not apply a uniform amount of acceleration to all 4 of its directions. WASD does. Like WASD and the arrow keys, they do, and so does the D-pad, the controller D-pad. Come on, just get in there, dude. Really? You're actually gonna do this to me? Thank you. I've gotten it going on that side. Okay, whatever. You're fucking joking. So every input method does like 1 acceleration, except for the control stick, which for side to side does about 1.83 times the natural acceleration. I suppose it's to make it feel better when you're actually playing on controller. Nope, that didn't help either. Okay, fine, just die. Just die! Thank you. No, not thank you! I retract that thank you! So, sometimes, in this stage, you get lucky. And you get really, really lucky. And the way that that happens is you get one in before you've actually cleared off either side. Right? And what that turns into is this beautiful game of just wait for it to happen. Because you can just wait for that inside to clear itself out, and every time it tries to escape, it hits something and ends up forcing itself back in. It doesn't matter which one of these two we take first, because we have to do both of them anyway. So I've decided that this one goes first. Did I? Or did I decide the one on the right goes first? Yeah, I decided this middle one. Right, okay. See, the S stands for red. I mean, the R stands for red and the S stands for silver. That's what I want. That's what I like. That's not what I like. That's what I dislike. You're kidding? Stop threading the fucking needle and just hit these blocks already. Holy moly. Really? Really? That took too long. That took entirely too long. Probably losing time here too. Okay, that's actually a pretty lucky one so far. I can't explain that. I can't explain what the hell it's doing over there. Oh my god, it handled itself? God gamers. If that was any steeper of an angle, I would have just reset the ball there. I mean, not steeper, if that was any shallower of an angle. Yeah, like this one. That ball literally had no redeeming qualities to it. I actually cannot believe what I'm fucking seeing, though, honestly. That was my fault. That one was on me. already losing time. How did I beat this so fast that other time? Did I just get super lucky? Oh shit, that's fun. You don't even bounce on the sucker. That's bonkers. How did I clear this last one so quickly? Okay, anyway. So we lost a little bit of time there. That's okay. This is the final level. This is like the equivalent of Venineth in the normal ending. I don't know why I'm jumping here. It's just, like the ground combined with framiness. So you don't want to run full speed there, else you run into the ceiling. But then you can go full speed here. This one is fair game. So say hello to the dude. That was the final boss. We killed him. I got a one cycle. And that's time. Is this route significantly faster than any percent? Maybe. I think at this point, especially with how lucky I got with green Trinoid, Trinoid G, I think this is probably better. If you can get lucky or get really good at the block breakers, you can probably demolish any time for normal percent. I mean, normal ending. I, why would I call it normal percent? That's stupid. Um, I still have respect for any percent normal ending, but this is clearly just outmatching it, I think. So how do we do? Uh, yeah, pitiful. Just awful news. So 2.5 minutes can come off for sure. Started making it back. Teeny bit of a blockage here. And plus I did this one bad too. Um, I mean, it could have gone better. It could have gone better. Almost perfect. I don't know how to commentate the trinoids. Sure, sure. This is the skips plus the not getting owned. Sure. Eh, this was unfortunate. I don't actually know where I lost the time here. Like, I kind of beefed it on Swamp, like specifically entering Swamp. Uh, but I don't know, maybe it was just my bad mood that made this so slow. Or maybe I got an especially good one last time. I don't remember. Uh, whatever, whatever, whatever. So, about what I expected, but in a slightly different way than I expected. Uh, Still another 2.5 on the table. So sub 210 is like the goal, I think. Sub 210 is like the time to beat here and now. Wow, that's great. I didn't even reset this run. Like I definitely should have reset this kind of time block right here. But I mean, it was already getting late. I didn't want to waste my stamina for no reason. I think this is an exciting new direction for the game to go in. Uh, a more RNG heavy direction for sure, but exciting nonetheless. Alrighty. GG's, I guess.